we want to welcome all of you to our own reopening to the public. Praise be to Allah, all over the nation. They would love to say the nation is gone, we got rid of that problem. They said that in 75, it looked like we got rid of the problem. Get all that talk out of the atmosphere. Black man looking at himself in a different way than the way we've trained him to see himself. So we thank Allah. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, when a man can prescribe the diameter of your knowledge, that same man controls the circumference of your activity. He already can predict how you're going to act because he knows the knowledge that you're operating from. He is the center. Allah is not the center of the Negro mind. The center of the Negro mind is the white supremacist. So we measure our worth and our worthlessness based on a standard set by him. And to get free of this kind of thing, there is a certain truth that's necessary that would set you free. Every truth can't set you free. You think people didn't know something of the truth when Jesus made that statement? If he was there and he was truthful, why would he say, ye shall know the truth? Shall is a future term. Well, you here right now. Why can't we know it right now? See, that's a man talking into a time where a necessary truth was held back until that time. And when that truth is revealed, also revealed is the time and what must be done about the truth. So we're talking about fixing the public schools. Well, he's the devil. Why we want to fix that and everything? Well, let's go to the master teacher. I could have put all this on the screen, but I want us now in the reopening to get used to picking up a book. Right. Go ahead. Come on. This is what Malcolm X used to do. And he would bring many books to the rostrum there in Harlem, training people out of laziness, waiting on somebody else to say it. And then you take whatever they say on face value. Never even going to read it to reinforce it. Most of us don't read a book from the time we graduate from high school to the time they put us in the earth. That's a study. Most of us only went in a book when it was absolutely necessary to get through the class, but once school was out, most people stopped reading books. And by doing that, the mind is stuck. If you're not acquiring knowledge, the mind is stuck where it was. Because, as we will show, knowledge is a path. So, Mr. Muhammad, according to the minister, look what he says. He said the whole universe is rooted in mathematics. Therefore, mathematics must become the focal point in a new educational system. Mr. Muhammad saw the inherent weakness in the public school system. He didn't just say, I'm the messenger, God taught me, to hell with everything else that's going on. He took a look at what was going on. Right. And he saw the weakness that was in it. Yes, and determined that for black people to gain the tools needed to build a new reality for themselves, we needed to establish an independent school system with a new and better foundation. We would like to share our example with the whole public school system. We are concerned that if we don't help the public schools, then what will happen to our children? The minister goes on to talk about our own school system in the Nation of Islam, the Muhammad University of Islam. He said, we're concerned what will happen to our children. What will happen to them who come out of private school but still have to go into the larger environment? If our children can't change the environment, then the environment will ultimately change our children. You can't live in a bubble just because God has sent somebody to you and started a whole new educational system. Prophet Muhammad said, a Muslim is not really a Muslim till they love for their brother what they love for themselves. Watch what the Muslims. So the minister said, so it is not wise to just glory in the fruit of our private school. We have to affect the totality of education. Now, if we try to do that and they resist us, then the minister says, however, if we cannot impact the public school system, then it is incumbent upon us as black people to start our own private schools. See, what a lot of us don't realize is that the Nation of Islam really had the largest private school system in the history of this country when it came to black people. Oh, yes. So we have a picture that it can be done. See, and Mr. Muhammad bought 2 whole square blocks in Chicago. A lot of people don't know that. He purchased it, and they were trying to stop him, so they went and rezoned it. So he couldn't do what he wanted to do in those 2 blocks. Are you listening to me? Then after rezoning it, they took the blocks that he had purchased and gave the nation our money back. That's how bad they don't want to see you educated properly. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad took the South Shore Country Club and put up $1 million to hold the property. This ought to stop Negroes about arguing about how much something costs. When something means something to you, Mr. Muhammad didn't give a damn what it cost. That's right. That's right. Go ahead. There was no price too great for him to see us in a better condition. So when he put the $1 million up, they told him, we want 10 million. He went to get 10 million for them. They backed off. Got the community to come against us in Chicago, gave him the $1 million back. That's how bad they don't want to see you in a better condition. So when we run around here just talking about we need to get our own, you better be ready to fight for it. Because somebody out here don't want you to have it. And the condition that we're in does not make white America sad. You ain't gonna get better until you unite and organize. You're not gonna get better till you get a spirit to fight. Anything that we're gonna have, I'm not talking about going out there humbugging, that little cheap thing. This is high-level spiritual warfare. The white man don't even have to fight you. He know how to cast an evil suggestion in your mind. He don't give a damn what you belong to. You can belong to the NAACP. You can belong to the Baptist church. You can belong to, by the time he casts evil, he know how to plant a new idea in you. He make you an enemy to your own organization. We're honeycombed with hypocrites right now and agents. Because the level of warfare that we fighting is not fisticuffs, man. People know how to plant new thoughts in your head and make you turn against yourself. I guarantee you most black organizations, almost 60% of their organizational energy is either fighting other black organizations or trying to fight off the ones that are fighting them within their own organization. You do the math. By the time you spend 60% of your time just trying to deal with a Negro mindset that you already in, you ain't got enough left to really fight white supremacy. Y'all better wake up.